All right, what is up? What is up, guys? I'm getting a quick 10-minute walk in here, running some errands, and I was gonna sit down to do this video, but I thought, you know what? Walking is good. Get more walks in, get that sun in. I maybe shouldn't even have these glasses on. Maybe I should just be in the sun, but I'm sipping on a Jocko Energy Go, so what can I say? I'm not perfect. I'm not an absolutist. These are very clean. I'm feeling way better with high fat. So for instance, I felt good today I did that. Actually, I didn't feel good on the coffee. I don't know if it was the type of coffee, but it's just a small one that I did this morning with the beef fat, and coffee made me feel weird, so yeah. But the beef fat fast, so man, this is my new thing. Hitting up some of that beef fat in the morning keeps me clear and feeling good till I didn't eat again till like 3. I just didn't feel hungry. I felt good, clean energy. I felt calm. So this is going to be good because I'm trying to lean down, want to get in shape, want to get ripped, and that's going to be a great tool. So, but that's not what this video is about. What I want this video to be about, I kind of mentioned this. Anyways, this is pretty clean. It's pretty low caffeine, less than 100 milligrams, and here and there seems okay. Try not to have it too late in the day, but I was up a little late last night, so this is giving me the boost. Got the beef fat base, so it's not gonna make me too antsy, and I just ate, so you know, the caffeine with the some fats and protein is better. But in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of medications and diagnoses and how to think about some of these things in kind of the mental health space. I had a couple really interesting comments about kind of navigating, you know, the diagnoses. Things get pretty foggy. There's so much to think about when we talk about psychiatry, psychology, the diagnosis we get, trying to find the right diagnoses, trying to figure out our symptoms. And I mean, I'll be frank, I can tend to overqualify my answers and thoughts on things. So I'm going to try not to do that, because I feel quite strongly about this, and I'm not a psychiatrist and I'm not a psychologist, so I can't speak to everything they've studied. I can just speak to my experience. And on that note, I didn't take any medications, so I don't even have experience with taking them. I just did a shit ton of research, and I read about this stuff for like 6 years. I mean, not, but like basically just down rabbit holes and kind of arrived at my own conclusions, and you can agree or disagree with those. But the point being is that if you follow the mainstream conventional sort of psychiatric world, this is a complete gong show. Yes, there's diagnoses. Yes, it can be helpful to put a name on your symptoms. It can be good to know that it's not your fault. All these things, it can be helpful. You know, they can say, you know, we're going to help you get through this, and they mean well and stuff. But like at the end of the day, guys, like I remember looking for a diagnosis just to feel, and that mindset of thinking, oh, maybe a medication will just save me and this can all be over. And ultimately, like, I don't believe that's the case. Could it have been the case? I don't know. I didn't take the medication, so I don't know. Maybe it would make all my problems go away. But ultimately, these were things I had to deal with, things I had to sort out, things that I still have to work on. And I think so many people, they get led falsely down the road of thinking they can batch these life problems, these health problems, these spiritual, emotional, physical, digestive, gut, brain, everything. And they think that they can kind of get away with a diagnosis. And I don't want that to sound harsh, because these are real things, like, you know, schizophrenia, bipolar, serious, dark things. Guys, so much suffering. I know, I'm aware of that. And so I don't belittle that at all. And I know sometimes the medications can help people and all that stuff. So it's not really about that. It's more about if you're trying to sort this out for yourself and you're trying to do experiments and you're in a mindset of growth, then what kind of happened to me, and I'm pretty passionate about it now, is I broke free from conventional wisdom. I from the evidence I looked at, from what I read, and from what I wanted to believe, maybe that's a problem too, but from what I wanted to believe, I realized these people don't really know what they're doing. They're collecting symptoms and they're giving their best guesses. They kind of say, throw some medication at it, throw some therapy at it, and then they basically throw their hands up and say, we don't know what to do, and you can keep paying them and they can keep trying different things. But let's put it this way, you don't hear a whole lot of success stories from just that conventional way. At least I don't, in terms of mental health diagnoses, and people are just going to deal with it later. They're going to have to up their medication, whatever. And yeah, maybe it's worked for you. So I don't like knock it, and maybe it would have been helpful, like if I'd tried it, and I would have been able to know what that's like, but I didn't, and I was going to until I found kind of keto and carnivore and started to actually feel better. But I want to talk about just breaking free from that, and really maybe the mindset of realizing that, listen, like the whole paradigm around the crazy people being, mentally ill, even that term, it's like I discovered this, Kelly Brogan, I'm a big fan of hers, she gets a lot of hate, and she said this thing that the mentally ill people are the canaries in the coal mine that show the evolutionary mismatch of how we now live in society. Like, it does not work. People are mentally sick because of the breakdown of culture, the breakdown of the family, the breakdown of diet, the breakdown of lifestyle. And all these people who are mentally sick, it's like the signals. They're like the smoke alarms. They're the sensitive people. They're sensitive in their diet. They're sensitive in their environment, and they're breaking. These people are, the alarm bells are going off, and their bodies, their minds, their spirits are saying, this doesn't work for me. I can't live like this, and that's where these symptoms come from. Way oversimplification, I know, but to just realize this whole paradigm on dependence, it's like, sure, it's good to get help. I'm not saying don't get help, but like the dependence of like, oh, you're kind of crazy, so come to us, get professional help, get on medication, get support. That never sets you free. You never get through. The only way out is through. The only way out is confronting, which is a terrifying idea. But that's where autonomy and sovereignty and responsibility, radical responsibility, commitment to radical self-care, which can be diet, schedule, meditation, breaking toxic relationships, dealing with difficult things in your life, taking the long term, not just going along, medicating, and trying to make your life work. Because when you really heal, your life's going to change, and it doesn't always change how you want it to change, which is a tough thing to accept. But people want to heal with a pill. They want to heal with a simple solution that doesn't change anything in their life. And the reality is, you don't get to decide the results of healing in your life, because they can be way bigger than you think. They can be scary, but it's also wonderful, because when you rediscover sovereignty in your life, when you trust yourself, when you know you're not broken, and you know you're not a diagnosis, you know you're not a label, you become free, and you start to see through all the bullshit out there. So this is getting long, but that's just a little intro to some of the stuff that I started delving into and would like to talk a lot more about, and kind of forgotten how passionate I was about it until some of these comments came up. But there's so much more here than just carnivore, right? Carnivore is kind of like this. It's like the dietary intervention on steroids, because it can be so effective and powerful, and obviously, such a big lever to pull. But there's so much more about this. There's a philosophy, the paradigm of, how we operate in this world, and what we align with, and all that stuff. So there's just some comments on that and some stuff to think about. I'll do another video with recommending some books that I read that really, really changed my perspective, set me free, gave me confidence to pursue these things. Because that was really what happened. It was either, okay, I got to trust these people. My doctor told me to go on medication. And do I kind of lean on them? Or it's kind of like, right, when you're growing up, it's like, do you have to keep trusting your parents, keep doing what they want? Or are you going to become your own person and do your own thing in life? That's scary. It's terrifying. But you've got to get through. You've got to, confront the beast, as Jordan Peterson says. You've got to go out. You've got to go out from your parents' basement and make mistakes, and you're going to get hurt, and you're going to be afraid, but ultimately you're going to become stronger, you're going to become tougher, and you're way stronger than you think. And I've learned that lesson again and again, and what makes that so difficult is anxiety, right? When you're anxious, everything's terrifying, you feel like helpless, weak, guilty, whatever. That's what we got to mitigate the anxiety through lifestyle interventions and get strong and get stable so we can confront these things, so we can become free, so we can claim our sovereignty over ourselves. So let's claim some sovereignty, people. Let's have a good day. I've had a great day. I've been getting back in the gym. I've been getting sun. I've been getting lots of fat, and that builds my confidence. It's crazy how much it can, a few days of feeling better can make me feel stronger, more confident, and trusting the long game, right? So they're not quick fixes. So hang in there. Don't be discouraged. Little step by step. We'll keep getting better together. I'm here to help you. I'm here to share what's working for me. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.